Hello everyone and welcome to this Fairies Oracle Witches Tarot reading. Normally I don't include the astrology with the Fairies readings, but I have chosen to do so this time because the new moon, which is when the sun and the moon are conjunct, is hitting also the Lion's Gate 8-8. And this is a portal that we go through every year in the zodiac sign of Leo. And this is about connecting with the original love vibration from God, the original spark of life from God. It is about entering into more information as there is more light coming out, because we also have the sun here in its home sign, the Leo, and in its own house, which would be the 5th house, the house of joy, self-expression and creativity and having fun and flirting with life, really getting the best out of things, having a positive outlook. And so it is also now that the sun is shining its brightest, which means that a lot of light, a lot of plasma is coming through to us from the sun right now. And the sun is about our immortal spirit, it's about our soul and soul awareness, it's about our purpose, destiny, life force, identity in life, and also willpower. So it's like it's holding everything that we are. It is who we are with all aspects. So that is why I have chosen to take this in at this time, because I feel that there is a lot of extra energy coming in with this new moon. And as I was trying out the camera and trying to prepare for this reading, just trying out the cards, which cards, how it would work in front of the camera, I pulled 2 random cards from 2 different decks that I will be using later on in this reading as well. And we have these 2 cards coming out. So I feel that there is a double truth coming out for us. Also a reference over here to our soul and our soul awareness, the tree of life. So I feel that there is a lot of truth coming in, double truth, double energy. And that will lead us right back to the 8-8, which is this tuning in with ourselves to connect fully with the love vibration of the cosmos, going back to the vibration of the monad, going back to our originate state. And so I feel that there is a double truth coming forth this time. So I'm very excited to see what this reading has for us. And so let's begin shuffling the Fairies card deck and see what it has for us. Normally I have already pulled the cards and meditated upon them and sitting with the cards, really trying to tune into what the fairies have to say. But this time I will pull the cards directly while doing this video, so you will have to bear with me if I just need to pause once in a while to really tune into what messages are coming through for us. And I will just shuffle the cards really well, and then we'll see what is coming out. Perhaps you have already felt this extra light coming in, which is opening up more DNA within us, is bringing more information to us, it is enlightening us. You can maybe feel more tired or more hungry, or for some of you, you may start to feel being more revitalized, or really gaining that life force within you that you have been used to carrying. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now. The energy is really going rogue. It's very strong at the moment. So let's see what the cards are coming out. I have one card coming out here. And here we have card number 45. And I was just talking about speed. So this would refer to our mental state. Card number 45 whatever the numbers mean to you on a personal level, definitely go with that, because that will be a personal message just for you. But this is like Tatin the Sylph, and she's coming in with a lot of speed. She's coming in with such precision and also synthesis. So if you have noticed a lot of synchronicities going on, this is just the beginning of it. She's a small, very thin fairy, so this is just the beginning of it all. And the two last cards that are coming out, and they came out together. So there's something speed of light. She's also the light. She's coming in on a mental level, enlightening us, coming in with new visions, precision, you know, some kind of acuteness, some kind of synthesis, reminding us that everything is happening at the same time. And these two cards came out together. Card number 32 and card number 2 in reverse. We have Iris of the Rainbow, and we have Ecstasis over here. So this card over here is Ecstasis is referring to the source very close to God. This is really where we start to feel that joy, leading us back to the 5th house, where we have this Leo energy going on. This would lead us back to joy and compassion, and really start to spread out the good news about what life is really all about in its essence. And here we have Iris of the Rainbows, and she's referring to the future. I don't know if you can see that there is an actual rainbow in her hand. And she's sitting there in all her fertility, telling us that there's a lot of hope and that the future is moving in right now. And with Tatin the Sylph over here, we're being told that this could go pretty swiftly. This is going fast. This is coming in like this, just like this. Like when you have this epiphany, or you just suddenly know something and you don't know how you know it, but you just know all of a sudden. That is that kind of plasma and energy, light energy coming in, opening up for new DNA codes, opening up more DNA strings, opening up for more remembrance and memories, that we start to go back, we start to be able to remember now. And as I'm reading on a collective level here, it will be us remembering who we really are, that we have been going through civilizations before. Nature is here, the fairies are here, they are very old, they have been here for like forever. They can remember a lot of stuff, and they are trying to bring that kind of memory to us right now, so that we will have a bright look at the future, that we will keep up the hope for, because it's like right now, we are not seeing that clearly. It's like we're not fully in alignment with what life is really about: joy, compassion, having fun, flirting with life, really using our self-expression in every way, really seeking out our potential here, which Lion's Leo season is really all about. So it's like we turned that bottom off right now. We're not in alignment with that, but that's why Iris of the Rainbows is coming and see there is a lot of hope coming in for you, but you need to turn that that card around, so that we can really tune in. We can really tune into joy and life, and how it really should be, how it is meant to be. This is leading us back to the monad, the original spark from God, to really let ourself melt together with the love vibration of cosmos. And so Iris of the Rainbows is really talking about that. And you can see how there's a Cupid down here sending an arrow this way, and there's an orb here, and it's like there are small frogs, and it's like this fairy tale land, this fairy tale country, this realm of things being possible for us. And she's quite fertile here, so she's sitting there with new beginnings, letting us know that there are good news from other realms, the rainbow is referring through all its colors to other dimensions, to everything that we often only can see after we've had the rain and then the sun is coming out and all of a sudden we see the rainbow. And we think that that is only when the weather is like that, that there are all these colors, but the colors are all around us, and they are the aura of Mother Earth. They are the our own auras. So it's actually about now opening up to see the colors of life, to see the colors of other realms, to have it's like a sneak peek or a little glimpse into other worlds where everything is much more, where everything is possible. Actually, we see all these small creatures. It's like everything is possible there. And so this is coming in quite swiftly. We may have new ideas and visions about what we could bring to life, what kind of hope there is for us, and bring that alive, so that we will come much more into alignment with our own creativity within how we express ourselves, and that is coming from our soul and from a point of soul awareness as well, where we just melt together as one. So let's pull some Witches Tarot to see what they have for us. If they just have some, okay, we have a card coming out here. I will just pull some extra cards to see what they have for us. So also the witches are working with the moon magic and the elements and how to move things around. And I find them just as magical as the fairies and the trolls and the pixies. We have a card here. Okay, so that's okay. And the two last cards that are coming out together. Okay, so let's see. First of all, at the bottom of the deck we have, which is telling us something about the overall energy here, we have 8 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles is here to tell us that there is new learning, improved knowledge, which would go very well with all the light coming in right now, extra light, double truth coming in, about how we are mixing the elements of our lives when it comes to our finances, work, practical daily routines, and our home. How are we designing our the physical structures about that are surrounding us in our private lives, in our homes, and also, like I mentioned before, about our finances and work life. So something of new learning is coming in, improved knowledge, going deeper, new projects perhaps. So this is a very tangible energy, since we have the Pentacles here referring to the earth element. So in the details, the witches are telling us, first of all, we have 5 of Wands. Yes, this is going to take great effort in our relationships, in our creativity. Again, a reference to the 5th house and the sign of Leo over here. This is going to take a lot of effort. We are going to use a lot of power and strength to come about our self-expression and how we move our life force around in our physical bodies. There is something calling for us to go that extra mile right now. And the next card is coming out is also a Wands, which would be referring to the fire element. Again, a clear reference to the zodiac sign of Leo over here, which is also about the fire element. So Page of Wands is talking about unexpected news or news from afar, something coming in. Since we have a person here, it could be referring to someone simply showing up physically in our lives. But again, a reference to our relationships, to our creative self-expression, and how we carry around our life force energy in our physical body, pointing to nutrition and exercises, areas like that. So there is something new coming in that will perhaps ask a lot from our life force, our physical energy showing up. How are we showing up? How are we choosing to show up? How are we going about that in a creative manner? And the two last cards that are coming up to tell us what's going on in the details, we have, first of all, 7 of Cups coming out here, which would be talking about our emotional state, our spirituality, sensitivity, us using our psychic abilities, where we are seeing now the two worlds are becoming one. This is talking about our fantasy, imagination, and also creativity, actually. So we are, for those of you who are watching this, you are really very creative in how you go about your emotions, your spirituality, that you're seeing in between worlds, that you can travel through time and space, having that glimpse and that sneak peek into the future, into other realms, to restore what is now broken in our relationship with the true joy in life, where we need alignment. We need to come back into balance there. And so this would take a lot of our life force energy to really create that within our emotions, to create it from a deep point in our own spirituality. And the card that was coming out with 7 of Cups was Queen of Wands. Again, we're back into the fire element, and she is all about trust and cordiality, being a best friend, that kind of energy coming in to really protect us from, keeping us safe while we are traveling out there trying to find the treasure within us. The treasure, also the sun, reference to the sun, finding our true purpose in life, our destiny. She's keeping us safe. She's showing up to lead us in the right direction. And also this is talking about, again, relationships, our creative sides in life, and how we direct the life force energy in our physical bodies. So she's here to give us a helping hand to actually start to move into these realms. So we have water and fire here, so it's not moving too fast, since the water is a slower, passive, feminine energy, and we have a fast moving, forward moving, masculine, action-oriented energy over here, as these 3 cards are referring to the fire element. So there is some kind of speed. Things are really speeding up, but it's like it's starting on a mental level. We can see how Saturn the self is just making a landing in that pot over here at the witches, that will make them talk and say, okay, there are new visions coming in, new enlightenment. How are we going about that? How are we sending that out in our relationships? How are we going to spread that out through our creative abilities? And how are we going to show up with that? How are we going to treat that kind of life force energy? How are we going to work in all that light through our bodies so that we will radiate it out to other people? And some kind of unexpected news could really show up here that will also bring in, like I mentioned before, news from afar. That could be from other realms with iris of the rainbows, from other dimensions, all of a sudden showing up like the cat unexpectedly on our life path, and we have to look back and say, oh, what was that? What was that? Let me have another look at that. So this will really take a great effort for us to really take those unexpected news in that are coming with the light. So really pay attention to your ideas and thoughts for the near future, at least until the next full moon, because there's a lot going on. This is talking about new beginnings. Since we have the sun in its home sign of Leo, we're also saying that everything ends and everything begins in Leo. So there are completely new beginnings here. Something that we might never have seen before. And with 7 of Cups, we have really easy access now to other realms. We just need to fire that up a little bit, and we will be protected, we will be helped, we will have a lot of, that best friend energy to lead us the way in how to take action on this. So this is very action-oriented energy with how we are bringing our spirituality, our psychic abilities out there, how we spread that to the world so that we can come back into alignment and bring fun and joy and compassion back into the collective. So let's just finish this reading off with 2 cards, leading us first in the direction of what our destiny is about at this time. So let's see if there is any card coming out for us. let's just see what's coming out for us here. So the first card will be about our destiny. Where is this taking us on a collective level? Of course, if any of this resonates with you on a personal level, definitely go with that. If some of you out there feel like you're a modern witch, then definitely take what resonates with you. And for the rest of it, it's about the collective and where we are right now. And we definitely need to fire something up right now to invite all this vision and enlightenment coming in, and these synchronicities. So you might find that there's a lot of things coming together, playing together, like we see it on the world stage right now. We are seeing how things are just coming together, are connected. When something happens in the East, it will definitely influence things that are going on in the West and so on. And so let's see, the card that is coming out here is calling for courage, which would be again a reference to Leo over here, which is about this passion and courage and protecting what is near and dear to you. And we can see how the waves here are really this is like this wild energy, things are happening right now. So definitely we need to remember to be courageous, because this will take a lot of effort, but we can do it, because we will have this helping hand, this helping energy to find the treasure within, which the dragon is always protecting within us. So this is a direct it's pointing directly into our soul and our soul awareness. It's very beautiful how these cards are all talking about being coming out as one, as everything is interconnected. And this water sign card is also talking about, the cups is referring to the element of water. So it's really coming beautifully together, that reminding us that we are actually one. Okay, so let's pull one last card as a magical word for us to remember right now, at least until the next full moon we will have in 2 weeks' time. We have reconciliation. See how we are just coming together with our soul and soul awareness over here, how we just need to come together. And it just began to rain quite heavily out here right now. So there's a pouring down of that water. We are having so many openings with the moon also here referring to the water, even though it's a full moon. So in 2 weeks' time, we will be in complete reconciliation, and we will be in complete alignment with ourself and our higher self, seeing everything as one, seeing everything as interconnected, seeing how things are just coming together, and that we will be able to take physical action on it. We will be guided. So really go out in nature, listen to what the fairies are telling you, tune into the voice of Mother Nature. The fairies are always referring to the earth element. So really keep grounded as these energies are moving in quite strongly right now. Listen to what's going on with your thoughts, visions, and ideas, and see how you can start to bring that into the world. So that was what I had for you in this Fairies Oracle Witches Tarot reading, including the Lion's Gate portal energies. And I will just wish you all the best out there. Take great care of yourselves out there. Enjoy the synchronistic times that we are in. Thank you for watching and listening, and bye for now.